Recently, this December 21st of 2011, the Legend of Zelda team released the Hyrule Historia, which is a concept art book documenting their last 25 years of existence. The book was released in Japan only and so far has no word of an English release. Obviously, being a recent concept art book, it ranges from games like Skyward Sword all the way back to the original Legend of Zelda series. I can't really say much more about the interior of the book because I kinda can't read it. But on a better note, there's a lot of pretty pictures in it. But what's really making news about this book is one particular page where they supposedly released the entire Zelda timeline officially. I'm not kidding. Treating this as a serious official document, let's check out the translation by Glitterberry. This will probably come as a shock to a lot of Zelda fans right now, as this timeline has been hidden for nearly 25 years. But holding back that nerdy urge to go ballistic and reading this thing like nuts and not even paying attention, let's just leave that out and try and figure this out sanely. Okay, as officially stated before, obviously Skyward Sword goes first. Next, on the land of Hyrule go Minish Cap and Four Swords, respectively, with the Tales of Body. Next, with the emergence of Ganondorf and time travel, the Ocarina of Time really starts screwing things up. The timeline splits 3 times, one if your character is defeated, the child timeline, and the adult timeline. Ignoring the defeated side for the moment, the child timeline respects with Majora's Mask and Twilight Princess, which was expected, followed by Four Swords Adventures. The adult timeline goes Wind Waker, Phantom Hourglass, and Spirit Tracks. If you are defeated in Ocarina of Time, it goes A Link to the Past, Oracle of Ages and Seasons, Link's Awakening, and then The Legend of Zelda and Adventure of Link. Whew. Now that we got the formal elements of this timeline out of the way, let me just ask a question. What the heck is this? Are you trying to tell me that the only way to canonically beat this game is to lose? The only other Zelda games out around the time of Ocarina of Time exist on the defeated hero side of their timeline. That's basically Nintendo telling everyone who played Zelda at the time the only way to canonically beat this game is to die. Which leads itself to another question. If you want me to believe that Eiji Aonuma and Shigeru Miyamoto had this plan from the start, you're wrong. And another thing, if the Ocarina of Time Link really was defeated and Ganon was sealed away, then the Link to the Past Link would have defeated him later. Then how come in the adult timeline, we don't have the Link to the Past Link anymore, and for some reason he's disappeared? The only Link that's actually canonically disappeared, and the only difference between this and the hero being defeated timeline, is the fact that the Hero of Time does not exist. Giving Nintendo the benefit of the doubt, we have one more question to ask. When exactly are you defeated? For all the things stated in this description of Ocarina of Time to happen, you would have had to have been defeated by Ganondorf in the final fight in his final form. If this is the case, Zelda apparently found a way to seal Ganon away back into the Sacred Realm without your help at all. Then, after reconstructing Hyrule Castle and putting the Master Sword back where it belongs, she waits until the Link to the Past Link can go into the Dark Realm and kill Ganondorf. If that's the case, how come the Link to the Past Link suddenly disappears if you beat the game? And another thing. If we're meant to believe that losing any Zelda game at any point in time could cause another split in the timeline, then what's the point of having a timeline? That basically means that the combinations for possible timelines are over 1,000,000,000 to 1 and you will never know how to check if yours is correct or not. There's a reason that none of the many theorists online have ever thought of this. It's because it's bull. But putting false hopes and broken dreams aside, let's examine the rest of the timeline. With the inclusion of Minish Cap and Four Swords in between Skyward Sword and Ocarina of Time, this is actually alright, as it was mentioned in the beginning of Minish Cap to be included there. As far as the child timeline goes, Majora's Mask, being the obvious sequel to Ocarina of Time, goes next, followed by Twilight Princess, which is nearly a direct sequel to Majora's Mask, and for some reason is followed by Four Swords Adventures. Yeah, this doesn't make any sense, as this game is meant to be a prelude almost to A Link to the Past, or more as an alternative telling to the same story, so which would make perfect sense if it's on a different side of the timeline than A Link to the Past, which would theoretically fit perfectly after the adult timeline where we are missing the A Link to the Past story, if it weren't for Wind Waker, which for some reason makes the hero magically disappear. And oh yeah, after Twilight Princess, let's just assume that they magically found a way to build Hyrule Castle up again. Now on to the adult side of the timeline, where things are much more simple. Obviously, we have the direct sequel to Ocarina of Time, The Wind Waker, followed by Phantom Hourglass, and then after they find the new Hyrule, Spirit Tracks. And now for the We Forgot You timeline. Oh, I mean the hero is defeated timeline. We first have the ever-elusive Link to the Past, the paired sequel games of the Oracle Ages and Seasons, and then we have Link's Awakening. May I ask why? So Hyrule basically gets destroyed by an underwater apocalypse, while Link is off in his own dream world, and basically ends the game by floating off in his raft to who knows where. Then of course, since Hyrule's all hunky-dory right now, they have the Golden Era with the Triforce using Monarchy. Hyrule's political pyramid is just completely oblivious to this, oh, I don't know, ocean on top of them. And with this supposed monarchy, which kind of requires, a king, social order, people, we have 2 more Zelda games. On land. Oh yeah, and by the way, Ganondorf popped up, again. For no particular reason. He just felt like doing it. And with that, I present you with the official 2011 Zelda timeline. Oh, I'm sorry, did I play the wrong track? I'll give you a hint. No, I didn't.